Knowledge is power, and today I have prepared for you a deep meaning from the other day where we asked the question, is this thing man-made? And look, it led us all the way to a siege at the White House. So I have translated some of this quatrain for you, and let's review from what we saw the other day. First, we have the star, which is the transmutation of the chemistry. So this says that the star, or the person who's famous, someone like Bill Gates, is going to come forward with the chemistry. Oh, yes, this is for entertainment purposes only and just for fun. And next we see this is the card of judgment, and we see that this pandemic is indiscriminatory. It just does what it does because it's what it is. And then we see that there is a master, someone who is here with compassion, who is helping the people. This is the Master of Moons and the King of Cups. And when I continually ask about the chemistry around this, here is what's very interesting. This 12 of spheres corresponds to the Knight of Coins. And what this actually talks about is the censorship in the media. That when the number, I translated this quatrain for you. It literally translates to the number of views. When the number of views becomes so great, then the censorship. Okay, so great are the number of views on social media for someone who's telling the truth that now the whistleblowers are being censored. That's what that card means. The 5 of major arcana, the Hierophant, is the card of wisdom. He is holding the keys to the gates of St. Peter. So the judgment which we are experiencing right now is actually life and death. However, this papacy shows the fable of the emperor with no clothes, because I translated the meaning on the quatrain for this one, and it literally translates to the papal cloth or the robe is meaningless when the eyes are closed. So what this means is that when the ruler is opposed to spiritual awakening, the emperor has no clothes. This is the symbol of the ruling party who is opposed to spiritual awakening. Now, here's where it gets even creepier, because this 11 of stars is the postulant, or the novice of the dark arts. I translated this to mean the sanctimonious, overbeared by a faint seduction. So his overbearer, or the one who stands in his place, is actually a relationship that it's a seductive, pedophilic relationship. He is overborne by or accompanied by the one who of the lost or forbidden language, also known as the Illuminati. So he is the novice of the dark arts, is overseen by the unholy. Okay, so this is a dark relationship. Okay, and then when we asked about the chemistry, we got the yes, it is aerosol, it is fluid-based, and we drew the 10 of stars, which is really, really intense. Now we're going to stop and look at this card for quite some time because it's going to bring us back to this page of stars who, by the way, and I want to show you this, he is, let's see if I can get you this. Right next to his head, he has a crown. Do you see this? And the crown is called Corona, and it's right there. You see it? Right there. There is the Corona. And he is flanked by both Hercules and Ursa Major and Hermes, the number 4, okay? When we hold these two cards together and we view the quatrain, we see that the key is this atomic structure, which they didn't know it at the time, but this is the hydrogen atom. And it is being held in the time of Gemini and chained to Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto. This card is the key card. This card is the forbearance, or the crowing of the rooster to say that there is an attack on the Pope, which means the Pope is most likely positive. When I translate this literally quatrain, this literal quatrain down here, it means that when the people are overshadowed by the ruling class or taken into bondage, okay, then the evil can be seen plainly in sight. And what it also translates to both literally is when the moon overshadows the sun, which is the solar eclipse, which we just had in 2020, the corona is in plain view. And that is actually true because during a solar eclipse, the sun's corona discharge forms the corona ring, and the corona can be seen in plain view. So when you translate it in the deeper meaning, what it says is that now we can plainly see who these enemies are and who these lords of the dark arts are. And thus we come to the 8 of stars, or the 8 of swords, which is the final outcome, the siege of the White House, for entertainment only. And this, once again, Gemini and Saturn chain means that the actual military, see that? That's the military is come for the siege. And when I once again translate the quatrain, it says that when the ruling class is bound to the papal see, then the siege will begin, which means that because the voting class is of the evangelicals, who is divorced from the Church of Rome, that shows us the time when that's the end. It's the siege of the White House. All right, everybody, this has been absolutely fantastic. I really hope that this puts things into perspective. And I want to let you know we're going live tomorrow. Our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers, so you're absolutely welcome to invite your friends to the live chat and pull a card reading tomorrow, Thursday at noon Pacific. See you live then.